Morning, folks. How is everybody today? It's kind of blurry because everything runs together and I don't know what friggin' day it is anymore. I figure we'll crunch some headlines since I have the house back. Today's the 15th, by the way. April 15th. Boy and his wife moved out yesterday. Boy, wife, baby. I still have the dogs. They'll be picking those up later. But house is empty again. They were here for like 2 weeks. It's going to take some readjustment to getting used to a house without a bunch of people in it. Is what it is. But I got to do my normal routine again, where I sit up in the kitchen, set up the laptop, and I go through the videos that I like, and I start hitting the news page up, which is how I came up with this stupid thing. But I ran across a video from a guy I like. His name is Vex Partisan. We go back and forth online. He's a really good fellow. He's up in Oregon, and he's hit the disillusionment point. He's not defeated, but he's pretty damn close. His video today is just like, well, there's nothing we can do. We can't vote our way out of it. We can't shoot our way out of it, and I don't want to shoot our way out of it. And he's right. And then he goes, well, all we can do is prepare for the next one. So, have your supplies and again, he's right. But he's stuck. He's hit the point. SGT today had, or maybe it was last night, but I saw it this morning. SGT report had a really good one. In the tinfoil hat community for decades now, there's been talk of predictive programming AI. There are guys that put one together, and it's used by the government and the stock markets and everybody else. It has an amazingly good track record. It's predicted every war in the last 20 years. The guy sent a letter to the president. It'll be on the other news feeds, and if I find a copy, I'll hang it up on my Minds. I hung the video up on Minds. Go to HUHWHTFKR. Huh? What fucker? Or just go to Beer and Gear. It'll link back to it. But the letter basically said was, these are our credentials. These are the people that have their faith and trust in us, and he starts running off the alphabet agencies and the governments. It's a pretty impressive list of credentials. And he goes, Mr. President, we have to get the economy open. We cannot sustain this past, I want to say he said May, but it would be better if it was April. So if they open it by the end of the month, good. If they open it up by the end of the next month, we'll avoid a total global crash. And that's what this model is predicting, and this model has excellent credentials. But how did we get in this in the first place? Well, that whole virus is just an accidental release. And it was bat soup. Sure it was. And there's no such thing as people who absolutely hate America and want to bring it down and form a one world government, a la Star Trek or whatever. Yeah, of course not. No, there's nobody who's absolutely so wealthy that money means absolutely nothing. And they believe that you're literally human cattle. I know, crazy. But get back on track, I'll bring this back around. Part of this shutdown, and you'll see it in the more restrictive places, New York, California, Michigan, these heavy blue states. And the only reason they picked blue is because they knew red was the color of communism. They got to pick first. They picked the color that didn't represent their ideology. We're social animals. Now, whether you believe we've come from monkeys, or the Anunnaki engineered us, or God created us in his image, he blew life into dust, and poof, there you are. The fact of the matter is, people need to socialize. Social media doesn't really count. It's bullshit. You need face-to-face interaction. It's just the way we're geared. There's a show, and the show is, I watched the first couple of seasons. It was really, really good. It was Alone. It's on History Channel. And what they do is they take these guys and they drop them off, one single person by themselves, into different sites on an island, and whoever survives, like 10 little Indians, gets the prize. I think the prize is like $100 grand. And in the first or second season, I think it was the first one, the guy that won was alone and by himself, nobody else. You bring your own camera gear, you film yourself the entire time. They have an oh shit button in case an emergency happens. But I want to say he was there 69 days. And by day 69 of no interaction with any other human being, he was fucking losing it. He was going loopy. This is because we're social animals and we need to interact with other people. So, by way of doing this, we have to shut everything down. You have to stay home. You have to stay locked in place. Well, God forbid you should go out and interact. It's a way to break the spirit of the people. Now, the problem is, it looks like your president's going to be reelected, and there are people who don't like your president and don't want him reelected. I'm pretty ambivalent on him personally. He's done some good stuff. Economy's great. Can't fucking complain. When the last Joker was in, well, you know, you need to get used to this, and we need to bring America down to the level of the rest of the world. And the day he said that, I was like, how are you not immediately removed from office? You're supposed to be our representative on the world stage. You want us to be like everybody else instead of raising them up to our level. Fuck you. Still can't stand the guy or his husband. Neither here nor there. Trump's okay. He doesn't know when to not put his foot in his goddamn mouth, and he doesn't know when to keep his fingers out of shit that doesn't concern him. For me specifically, I'm a 2A guy. Every law from 34 on should be repealed. They're all unconstitutional. Some jackass hit me up the other day, and I don't respond to trolls. I just don't, because I like to keep my blood pressure in the green, not the red where the steam comes out of my ears and my eyeballs roll. Well, if you want to play with guns, you need to join a militia. So you need to join the National Guard. No, I don't. See, that's the beauty of the Second Amendment. It doesn't say I have to, now does it? Jackass made the point, and he said, if you can read English. What Jackass didn't make the point of was, when they wrote that, English was a very different language. A. B. When they wrote that, you were the militia. Just saying. But Trump needs to keep his fingers the fuck out of that. Trump needs to really just do what Trump does best. He's personable to the other leaders. He's got the economy going, or he had it before the last-ditch attempt by, pick your favorite acronym for him, the New World Order, the Illuminati, the secret societies, the Zionists, the global banking cabal. Whatever makes you happy. Just pick one. I infer their existence by their influence. This is how we do the thing where we're looking for planets around stars in the Goldilocks zone. We infer their existence, even though we can't see them, by their influence on their sun's wobble. Valid scientific method. Apparently it works. A lot of people will never get their head out of the box. They'll go right up to the limb, and then there's too much outside the box, and it's too hard to die, fucker. Got a goddamn neighbor who won't pick their dog shit up. There's dog shit in front of the house pisses me off. Pick my goddamn dog shit up. Hell, I pick up the kid and his wife's dog shits too, so. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not there. You can infer things. That's how science works. Then they write a hypothesis and they try to prove the hypothesis out there. The basis of science. Not, here's my opinion and I'm going to jigger everything so that it fits my opinion to make it look good. That's how we got here with that fucking horrible statistical model that they were using from World Health and IHME, the National Health Metrics. then again, who controls those things? We don't. CDC takes private donations. Bill Gates, one of the biggest guys to donate on there, and Bill Gates loves the idea of vaccinating people. Fuck you, Bill. If you fuckers would just stay over in dog shit land, I wouldn't kill you. Anyway. Vexed is at that point. He's getting there. And dude, if you see this video, relax and catch your breath. I learned a long time ago I had health issues. Part of my health issues, I was a stress monster. I also had the belief that I would bend the universe to my will. Good luck. Mr. Murphy loves that when he'll laugh at you every friggin' time. It took me serious health issues to learn that, dude, you can bitch about the weather, but you can't control it. Now, I'm not saying there aren't people that can. That's called geoengineering. It's a completely different subject. Got to minimize the Murphy. All right? Minimize the Murphy effect. You take away the shit that you can control. You lock it down. You square your shit up best as you can. Try to eliminate the opportunity for failure. And make Mr. Murphy work for his fucking bones. So to get back to Vex, he's showing all those signs of the monkey cut away from the herd. Of people that aren't interacting enough. Of that guy who won $100,000, but he about lost his fucking mind. There are things you control, things you can. There's shit to sweat and shit not to. He's going home today. Fucking loud dog. But the world in general is just the world in general. Les Stroud is a really, really interesting thing. If you guys push it, it's really a great rule. It's the first thing you do is you evaluate everything you have on you. Then you evaluate a 3-foot circle around you, and a 30-foot circle, 300-foot circle. But you have to start here and get what you have available and what you can do with it. Then you can look to the next step. Is it a bad idea to keep stuff in the house? No. Why would it ever be? Unless you live in like New York, where they stack them in like fucking sardines, and you have to have a dorm refrigerator in your 800-foot, $4,000 a month apartment. Your choice. You want it? Go for it. I don't get it. And outside, it's fucking beautiful. It's never a bad idea to prepare. But you also have to prepare your mind. You also have to keep your head in the game. You have to see what's being done, or at least try to visualize what's being done, so that you can get a handle on how to counter. That's it. That's today. We're already running 14 fucking minutes, so I'm just gonna shit can this, and maybe later this afternoon I'll run some headlines and drink some beer, because I'm a news junkie and I like beer. Anyway, Vexed, if you're watching this, you gotta keep the faith, brother. You can't let them take you. You can't allow them to let you take yourself out of the game. I'm a New Yorker. That's where I grew up. I left. I don't go back anymore. It's not where I came from. It changed just like I did. But in the era I grew up in, New Yorkers had a very, very common phrase, and it was, fuck you. You don't like shit, fuck you. You gotta say fuck you more. Okay? You gotta... I don't know how to phrase it. People constantly accuse us of being horribly aggressive people, and I'm really not. If you piss me off, I'm going to tell you to go fuck yourself. Just the way it is. Everybody needs to start adapting to that. Everybody needs to start looking at what's going on. And when they say, you can't buy seeds, you say, fuck you. Buying seeds for what? Fucking seeds. Can't get a haircut. Fuck you. What do I look like? A goddamn hippie? Of course I'm getting a fucking haircut. Excuse me. Especially you guys that are living in these fucking lockdown zones where they're now saying, oh, well, LA's going to close through to June. And Michigan wants to close through to August. Fuck you. Tell me that bullshit. The fucking numbers are tanking from this shit I see, and then I was going to end this. Now I'm going to end this. Fucking done. I'm sorry, folks. I, too, am suffering from fucking lockdown syndrome. This isn't me. I'm a social fucking monkey. I will tell you that right now. I like to be out. I am the guy who's a pain in the ass that talks to you online in the fucking supermarket. That's this fucking guy. Just the way I am. Like I said, tonight, as long as the house is quiet, maybe I'll do some headlines, drink a beer, and catch back up with you. But in the meantime, everybody be nice. Have a good day. Don't tell anybody to go fuck themselves unless they deserve it, and only you can figure that out. But in the meantime, stay safe. Wash your hands. Okay? Don't buy the bullshit. Unless you've got illegal seeds and you're planting a garden. Then you want to buy the bullshit and amend it into the soil. Don't forget blood meal, bone meal, and fish meal. You need all of those. All right, folks. I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for popping in. Adios.